A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a powerful display of unity and desperation, hundreds of farmers gathered in Westminster today to protest against proposed inheritance tax changes that threaten their livelihoods. The protest coincided with a session of the Commons Environment Committee, where Tom Bradshaw, the president of the National Farmers Union, NFU, fought back tears while articulating the profound impact these changes could have on farmers across the country. Under the new tax policy, a 20% levy will be imposed on agricultural assets valued at over £1 million, a move that many farmers fear could jeopardize their family's legacy and the future of farming in the UK. During his testimony, Bradshaw described the situation as dire, stating that many middle-aged farmers are in a vulnerable position, worrying that their parents may not live long enough to pass down their farms without incurring crippling taxes. His emotional plea highlighted the human cost of the policy, which he warned could lead to severe consequences, including the risk of farmers taking their own lives. It's not about money. It's about a lifetime of work, the heritage and custodianship of their farm, he said, visibly shaken by the weight of the issue. As Bradshaw spoke, a noisy protest unfolded outside Parliament, where farmers had brought their tractors to block Whitehall in a show of solidarity and determination. The protest was organized by Save British Farming and Kent Fairness for Farmers, and participants traveled long distances, some undertaking journeys of 6 to 7 hours to make their voices heard. Matt Cullen, an organizer of the protest, praised the turnout but expressed frustration at the lack of response from government officials, saying, "If Starmer can't hear that lot going past the Commons, then he needs his hearing checked." Among the protesters was Claire Fifield, a 26-year-old who fears for her family's future as tenant farmers. She urged the government to engage with farmers, stating, "The government simply doesn't understand. £1 million is nothing. I don't think they have spoken to a single farmer, especially a tenant farmer." The emotional weight of the protest was palpable, with many farmers sharing their fears about losing businesses that have been in their families for generations. Bradshaw's testimony reflected the urgent need for dialogue between farmers and policymakers, as he lamented the lack of formal consultation prior to the budget announcement. He emphasized that farmers deserve respect for their contributions to food production in the UK, particularly in the post-Second World War era. During Prime Minister's questions, Sir Keir Starmer stood firm on Labour's position regarding the inheritance tax, asserting that the vast majority of farms would be unaffected by the proposed changes. He stated, "In a typical family case, the threshold is £3 million, so the vast majority of farms will be unaffected, despite the fear-mongering of the party opposite." However, this claim was met with skepticism by many farmers, including Bradshaw, who estimated that up to 75% of farms could be impacted by the new levy. The protest featured speeches from various farmers who articulated their concerns about the future of farming. Jeff Gibson, founder of Fairness for Farmers, condemned the proposed tax as a cruel family farm tax, questioning how the next generation could be expected to shoulder such a burden before even starting their careers. Gareth Wynne-Jones, another farmer, declared, "We are not going to pay the inheritance tax. Listen to the people before you go cold and hungry." The protest concluded with a solemn moment of silence to honor farmers who have tragically taken their own lives due to the pressures of the industry. As the tractors rolled through Westminster, onlookers held placards supporting the farmers, with some voicing their belief that the government needs to listen to the concerns of those who feed the nation. As the situation continues to unfold, the farmers remain resolute in their fight against the proposed inheritance tax changes, determined to protect their livelihoods and the future of British farming. The emotional testimonies and the solidarity displayed at today's protest underscore the urgent need for policymakers to engage with the farming community and reconsider the implications of their decisions on those who have dedicated their lives to agriculture. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.